Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Active passive voice series, day 25. Students, today I am going to explain you how to convert active voice into passive voice of future perfect tense interrogative sentences. In my previous videos, I have explained you present tense and its types, past tense and its types, and future indefinite tense, the interrogative sentences. Students, as you know, active and passive voice are different ways of structuring sentences, and they can also be applied to interrogative sentences. In active voice, the subject of the sentence performs the action expressed by the verb. In passive voice, the subject of the sentence receives the action expressed by the verb. It's important to keep in mind that while active voice is generally more preferred for its clarity and simplicity, there are situations where passive voice can be appropriate or necessary, such as when the doer of the action is unknown or unimportant. Students, you have to remember that the passive voice changes the focus of the sentence, placing more emphasis on the object of the sentence, of the action, rather than the subject performing the action. Okay. Students, as I have told you, today I will explain you the future perfect tense, how to convert active voice into passive voice of future perfect tense interrogative form or interrogative sentences. I will explain you with the help of the examples. Let's start today's lecture. Students, as you know, and I have explained in my previous videos, that in future perfect tense we use an active voice. In future perfect active voice we use will have as helping verb. Okay. And we use past participle. Past participle means using third form of the verb. As far as passive voice is concerned, in passive voice of future perfect tense we use will have been as helping verb or auxiliary verb, and we use past participle. You know that in all the passive voice we use past participle. Past participle means using third form of the verb. Okay. And in passive voice we use by, use of by, and subject will take the place of object and object will take the place of subject. Okay. Pronoun changes will be there. Alright. I will be changed into me, he will be changed into him, she will be changed into her, we will be changed into us, they will be changed into them. Nouns, you and it will remain the same. We will not change them in passive voice. Okay. So I have told you, and in future perfect active voice we use will have as helping verb, and in passive voice we use will have been as helping verb or auxiliary verb. Alright. Today I am discussing with you interrogative form or interrogative sentences. As you know, in interrogative sentences we use helping verb in the start of the sentence. As you can see in these examples, will the company have completed the project? Will the company have completed the project? As I have told you, in active voice we use will have, and in passive voice of future perfect tense we use will have been. Alright. So you can see, will the company have completed the project, and third form of verb is used in active and in passive both. Will the project have been completed by the company? As you can see, subject has taken the place of object and object has taken the place of subject. I have used third form of the verb both in active voice as well as in passive voice. Okay. Will have been is used in passive voice. Use of by, you can see, will the project have been completed by the company? Okay. And at the end of the sentence, both in active voice as well as in passive voice, we use the question mark. Okay. Because these are the interrogative sentences. Okay, next example is, will you have finished your assignment? At the end, question mark. Will your assignment have been finished by you? Okay, as I have told you, you will remain the same. You, it and nouns will not change in passive voice. Okay, they will remain the same. Okay, next example is, will they have achieved their goals? Will their goals have been achieved by them? I have changed they into them. Okay. Next example is, will he have fixed the car? At the end of the sentence, you can see question mark in active and in passive voice. Okay, how I have converted this into passive voice? Will the car have been fixed by him? At the end, question mark. Will the car have been fixed by him? Next example is, will they have cooked rice? Will they have cooked rice? Will rice have been cooked by them? I have changed they into them. I have used third form of the verb in active and in passive voice. Use of by, you can see. And subject has taken the place of object and object has taken the place of subject. Okay. Next example is, will Sana have made a noise? Will a noise have been made by Sana? As I told you, names will not change. Nouns and names, you will not change them. They will remain the same in passive voice. Next example is, will people have played cricket? Will cricket have been played by people? In this example, these are the interrogative sentences. That is why I have used helping verb in the start of the sentence. Helping verb is will have in active voice and will have been in passive voice. But these are the interrogative sentences. That is why I have used will first and after that I have used the subject. Okay, and then I have used have. Alright, will people have played? Played is the third form of the verb and cricket is object. Okay, subject has taken the place of object and object has taken the place of subject. As you can see in this example, cricket is object. In active voice, cricket is object and people is subject. So, subject has become object and object has become subject. Look, will we will use in the start because these are the interrogative sentences in active voice as well as in passive voice. Okay, and cricket was object in active voice and in passive voice now it has become subject. So will cricket have been played is the third form of the verb and use of by, you can see by people. It was the subject in active voice, but in passive voice people is object. Okay, so what you have learned in today's lesson, the future perfect tense. In active voice we use will have as helping verb with past participle. Okay, in passive voice of future perfect tense we use will have been as auxiliary verb or helping verb. Okay, and we use past participle. Use of by is in passive voice. Pronoun changes, subject takes the place of object and object take the place of subject. Okay, pronoun changes as I have explained to you. So students, in active and passive voice, they are the different ways of structuring sentences and they can also be applied in interrogative sentences as I have explained to you with the help of the examples. In active voice, the subject of the sentence performs the action expressed by the verb, but in passive voice the subject of the sentence receives the action expressed by the verb. Okay, I hope you will like this video. Thank you so much for watching and don't forget to like, subscribe and share.